On January 15, 2009, a passenger jet carrying 155 people made an unexpected detour, landing in the icy embrace of the Hudson River. Remarkably, every single person on board lived to tell the tale. It was an ordinary day for US Airways Flight 1549. The plane lifted off from New York's LaGuardia Airport, destined for Charlotte, North Carolina. But within minutes of takeoff, the ordinary transformed into the extraordinary. A flock of geese, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, collided with the aircraft, causing both engines to fail. The hum of the engines was replaced by an eerie silence, the only sound being the collective gasp of the passengers on board. At the helm of this ill-fated flight were Captain Chesley Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Skiles. Sullenberger, a seasoned pilot with over 4 decades of experience, was known for his calm demeanor and quick thinking. Skiles, his trusted co-pilot, was equally competent, with thousands of flight hours under his belt. In the cockpit, the tension was palpable. The plane was losing altitude rapidly. There was no time to return to LaGuardia, and attempting to reach another airport was too risky. Their only option was to perform a water landing, a maneuver fraught with danger and rarely successful. The decision to land on the Hudson River wasn't made lightly. The icy waters could easily swallow up the plane, and the freezing temperatures posed a serious threat to the survival of the passengers and crew. But with no other options, Sullenberger and Skiles steeled themselves for the daunting task ahead. In less than 3 minutes, the plane had lost power, and a decision had to be made. Sullenberger's voice crackled over the intercom. "Brace for impact." As the plane descended towards the Hudson, the passengers held their breath, praying for a miracle. And on that fateful day, a miracle is exactly what they got. These were the first moments of what would later be known as the Miracle on the Hudson. A tale of heroism and survival against all odds, a testament to the power of human resilience, and a story that will be remembered for generations to come. In less than 3 minutes, the plane had lost power, and a decision had to be made. With no power and rapidly losing altitude, the only option was the most dangerous one, a water landing. Imagine the sheer terror and desperation. A plane full of people, suspended in the air, the ground rapidly approaching with no engines to slow the fall. In the cockpit, the crew wrestled with the controls, desperately trying to guide the plane towards the Hudson River. Captain Sullenberger's hands were steady on the yoke, his voice calm over the intercom, but his mind raced with calculations and contingencies. The descent was steep and swift, the margin for error razor thin. Behind the reinforced cockpit door, the cabin was a cacophony of prayers, tears, and whispered goodbyes. Fear permeated the air like a dense fog, the passengers' white-knuckled grips on their armrests the only evidence of the turmoil within. Yet amidst this chaos there was also a sense of unity, a shared understanding that they were all in this together. The flight attendants moved through the cabin, their voices steady, their faces masks of calm. They repeated the safety procedures, instructing passengers to brace for impact, their professionalism a beacon of hope in the face of impending doom. As the ground approached, a hush fell over the cabin. Outside, the world was a blur of cityscape and water. Inside, time seemed to slow. The collective breath of over 150 souls held in suspense, waiting for the inevitable. The Hudson River loomed below, its icy waters an unforgiving landing strip. The descent was nearly vertical now, the plane's nose pointed down towards the river. On the flight deck, the crew were laser-focused, their every thought and action geared towards one goal: survival. The seconds ticked away, each one a stark reminder of the gravity of their situation. As the plane neared the water, Captain Sullenberger's voice filled the cabin, his final command echoing in the ears of every passenger: "Brace for impact." As the plane approached the water, the passengers braced for impact. Was this the end, or just the beginning of a miraculous story of survival against all odds? Only time would tell. At 3:31 p.m., in one of the most dramatic moments in aviation history, Flight 1549 touched down on the icy Hudson River. This wasn't a routine landing at a bustling airport, but a desperate descent onto a frigid, unforgiving river. The plane, a colossal Airbus A320, became a temporary lifeboat as it bobbed in the river's icy waters. Under the expert control of Captain Chesley Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Skiles, the aircraft had achieved what few thought possible: a successful water landing. Their calm determination and quick thinking were instrumental in preventing what could have been a catastrophe. As the plane settled onto the water, the cabin crew sprang into action. With the professionalism of seasoned veterans, they guided the 155 passengers to the emergency exits. Amidst the shock and panic, they managed to maintain a sense of order, directing passengers to don life vests and climb onto the wings of the sinking plane. The scene was surreal. There they were, a group of ordinary people who had boarded a flight, expecting nothing more than a routine journey, now standing on the wings of a sinking plane in the middle of the Hudson River. The New York skyline, so often a symbol of dreams and possibilities, was now a distant, cold spectator to their plight. But amidst the chaos, there was a sense of calm. The crew had done their job, and the passengers had heeded their instructions. They huddled together, providing warmth and comfort to one another as they waited for help to arrive. The sinking wreckage of their plane was a chilling reminder of the danger they had narrowly escaped, but also a testament to the incredible feat they had collectively achieved. In the freezing cold, surrounded by the sinking wreckage of their plane, the passengers waited for help to arrive. It was a moment of high tension and high stakes, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. The miracle on the Hudson had begun, but it was far from over. As news of the incredible landing spread, first responders rushed to the scene. A fleet of rescue boats and helicopters sprang into action, cutting through the icy Hudson River with a singular goal: to save lives. The water was bitingly cold, a chilling reminder of the life or death situation unfolding. In no time, the first of the rescue boats arrived, their crews ready for action. The sight was surreal. A commercial airliner, floating on the Hudson, surrounded by a sea of bobbing heads and life jackets. The air was filled with the sound of churning water and the hum of helicopter blades, punctuated by the occasional shout or cry for help. Undeterred, the first responders went to work. Braving the freezing waters, they pulled passengers from the icy river one by one. Some were huddled on the wings of the plane, others clung to the inflatable slides, while a few floated in the water, their faces pale with shock. But it wasn't just about physical strength, it was about the courage to dive into frigid waters, the resolve to keep going despite the odds, and the compassion to reach out a hand to a stranger. It was about heroism, in its rawest and most profound form. The boats darted back and forth, ferrying passengers to safety. Helicopters hovered above, their rotors whipping the icy air as they airlifted those in critical condition. The scene was chaotic, yet there was a sense of unity, a collective effort to save every single life. As the minutes ticked by, the number of people on the plane dwindled. One by one, they were pulled to safety, their expressions a mix of relief, shock, and gratitude. The first responders, despite the biting cold and the mounting exhaustion, didn't stop until they were sure everyone was safe. By 3:55 p.m., less than half an hour after the water landing, all 155 people were off the sinking plane. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a testament to the boundless courage and tireless efforts of the first responders, the unsung heroes of the miracle on the Hudson. The miracle on the Hudson was over, but its impact was just beginning. As the news of Flight 1549's miraculous landing on the Hudson River spread, the media attention was immediate and intense. From local news stations to international media outlets, the story of the incredible emergency landing captivated the world. The public reaction was a mix of disbelief and awe, as people everywhere marveled at the skill and quick thinking of the crew. Captain Chesley "Sully" Sullenberger became an overnight hero. His calm under pressure, his decision-making in the face of imminent danger, and his incredible skill in landing a passenger jet on a frigid river were universally praised. His crew too received well-deserved recognition for their professionalism and their role in ensuring the survival of everyone on board. But the miracle on the Hudson didn't end with the media coverage. It sparked a series of investigations and introspections within the aviation industry. The National Transportation Safety Board conducted a thorough inquiry into the incident, and their findings led to significant changes in aviation safety. The incident underscored the importance of crew training and experience, and led to increased emphasis on realistic flight simulator training for emergency situations. It also highlighted the need for improved bird strike prevention and mitigation strategies, prompting research and development in this field. Moreover, the incident brought about a renewed focus on the role of human factors in aviation safety. The calm, decisive actions of Captain Sullenberger and his crew were a stark reminder of the importance of human skills and judgment in the face of complex, high-stakes situations. In the years since the miracle on the Hudson, these lessons have been incorporated into aviation safety protocols worldwide, making air travel safer for us all. The Miracle on the Hudson, a tale of quick thinking, bravery and survival, continues to inspire us all to this day. And in this inspiration we find the true impact of that fateful day, a legacy of improved safety, of lives saved, and of a reminder of what can be achieved when skill, courage, and humanity come together in the face of adversity.